shorties to your heart. Since you're thinking that you're hard, how about I whip your paws with your ankles with your heart?
Yo, what's up, man? This is Scientific CEO. And I told y'all, man, this is part one of breaking down, deciphering, slicing and dicing up that algorithm, man. And I know a lot of y'all, man, y'all trying to do y'all thing on social media. Y'all trying to build y'all followers up, y'all likes up, comments, y'all sharing and all that type of stuff up. But the first thing that you got to understand is the algorithm of the social media network that you're trying to do such things on. Every social media network got their own algorithm. They got their own way of running things. And all the algorithm is a set of instructions. And it's usually articulated in zeros and ones. And what I mean by zeros and ones, that's a binary code. And the binary code is basically formulated in a certain way that is creating messages, and it's creating signals, and it's creating all type of different things that you might not understand just yet, but I'm going to break it down to you and give you a clearer understanding. So like I said, the algorithm is nothing but a set of instructions that each social media network uses to further the economic growth of that social media network. I'm going to give you an example. TikTok, for instance. If you go on TikTok and TikTok starts seeing that you got potential as a content creator or entrepreneur, they start opening up more tools for you. It's just like Facebook. When they start seeing that you got potential, money making potential, monetization potential, that's when they start opening up doors for you. And they allow you to start monetizing on their network and things of that nature. When you start monetizing on any social media network, they give you more tools to work with. And when you get those tools open up all type of doors for you. For example, it'll be one person, you go on his social media network will be mediocre. They're not giving him the same things that they'll give a person that's bringing in 100,000 views a month, or a person that's bringing in all these likes, shares, and comments. Because that person, they hitting on all different levels. See, if you just hitting on one level, you putting out content and your content really ain't doing too good, the higher ups not gonna pay attention to you. They only pay attention to people that has financial, economic, and monetary value. If you ain't got none of these type of values, they're not gonna look at you. They don't care about you. Because in their eyes, it's all about making money. So basically, these algorithms are money-making algorithms. See, the more likes you get, the more followers you get, the more comments you get, the more shares you get. When you hitting on all those different levels, those higher ups, they see dollar signs, and they start running your content in all different directions. That's why when you first start out and you start putting stuff out there, it start off slow. You might not get nothing. You know what I'm saying? But if they see that you consistent and you consistently building and you consistently putting out good content and you actually like going out into the world, you see what I'm saying? And socializing and interacting with people, real people, that's what they love. Because there's a difference between a text comment and a physical, verbal comment coming out of a real live person's mouth. And the algorithm, it understands that. So when the algorithm see that you are a person that's willing to go out and interact with real life people, they really love that. And that's basically what happened to me. When YouTube started seeing that I'm willing to go out and interact with real life people, they love that. They saw those dollar signs. The algorithm starts to work in my favor, and they start to push my stuff in different directions. That's why if you go and look now at my quick news that I put out, my quick news is doing, man, my quick news is probably doing 10 times better than they was doing at the beginning. Because the higher ups, they start to see that I have monetary value. And they seen that I was willing to interact with real life people. And they don't love nothing more than a real life person. See, when you get to interacting with real life people, that's a whole nother level of the algorithm. And that's what the algorithm loves. So what you got to do is, whatever social media network you on, you got to sit down and actually study that social media network. See what that social media network uses, or not the social media network, but the algorithm, those zeros and the ones. See what stimulates that algorithm. Like, each social media network is different. Each social media network don't draw off of the same algorithm. It's the same function, the same set of instructions and directions. But when you sit down and you learn, then you start to understand. That's why you got all these different people that's coming out and promoting themselves, saying, look, I can teach you how to do that. The same thing like I'm doing, right? But they understand. You know what I'm saying? They understand. And more than likely, they benefiting from the algorithm. See, the algorithm can be your enemy, or the algorithm can be your friend. And the way that you make that algorithm your friend, just hit on all levels. Followers, likes, comments, shares, going live, real life interactions. Hey, that's what the higher ups like. So when I started Sizes Now, it was rough, man. It was rough at the beginning. But they start seeing that the Scientific CEO was consistent with my content. I was consistent, constantly putting stuff out, even if nobody ain't like it, even if ain't nobody follow me or nothing. But every day for a year straight, I put out content to the point where I caught their attention. And when I caught their attention, instead of them running my content in just one linear direction, and then it coming back, and I'm not having nothing, like not that many likes, ain't getting no followers off of it, none of that type of stuff. And what the higher you up start doing, they start pushing it in different cardinal directions. So instead of just running in north, they start running in north and south for me, just to see what I do. And I stayed consistent. I stayed at it. And when the higher up seen it, and when the algorithm felt it, they start running in other directions. So now instead of running my content just linear, they start running it in a T shape. So now it's going to all directions now. So what that means is now I'm getting more followers, more likes, more comments, people sharing my material and stuff like that. And that's what that did. But Sizes Now, by being a company that people really didn't know much about, it made it kind of complicated for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it was too much work to get the stuff that I was getting. Even though if you go to any of my social media networks, you can go to TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you can go anywhere. And Sizes Now got probably over 15,000 followers on each one of those sites. But I wanted more. So what I did was, that's when I started going and dibbling and dabbling in YouTube. So when I started with YouTube, it started off slow too. But the higher up started saying that I have potential. They seen my digital creations, that I was doing this stuff every day consistently, and I was willing to go out into the real world and interact with people. And that's what really did it for me. And when the algorithm seen that I was willing to go out there and interact with people, that's when they start running my stuff in different directions. And then I created Quick News. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all probably see my news post pop up called Quick News. And what Quick News did, man, Quick News took me to a whole nother level. Because now whenever I'm to the point now, whenever I put out something, it's going to reach at least 1,000. At least 1,000. That's right now. At least 1,000. And only been doing this for a couple of months. But the thing is, the higher up, they already knew my potential. they already knew that I was consistent, and they seen that with Sizes Now. So now I created something that's more attractive to people. Not saying that Sizes Now not attractive, but Sizes Now is a company that people really didn't know much about. Then it was an idea. It was something that was new. You know what I'm saying? So people couldn't really grasp the concept. So it took a lot of time and a lot of energy just to get the concept, just to get people to understand what Sizes Now is. But y'all that don't know what Sizes Now is, though, it's an app that I created that helps you find other people's sizes if you find them a gift or something. And this app in the future, man, it's because now you can sit at the comfort of your home and order somebody a gift, and you can surprise them just by going on this app, putting their phone number in, and their sizes pop up. Just think about the simplicity of that. But anyway, it was slow though. It was slow because it was something that the concept was hard for people to grasp. So now, if y'all watch any of my content on YouTube, when y'all watch the ads on my content on YouTube, most of my ads is Sizes Now ads. Because in my mind, if I'm reaching thousands of people, why wouldn't I put my own ads on my content? You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. But the algorithm want to put their ads on your content. That's why if they see that you're doing good and they see that you're consistent and that you got potential, they're going to run your stuff in all different directions. North, south, east, west, northwest, southwest, southeast, northwest, up, vertical, horizontal, whatever. They're going to run your stuff everywhere because now they see your earning potential. And now it makes them want to partner up with you. And once they partner up with you, the algorithm automatically going to start working into your favor. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about interacting. It's all about hitting on all different levels. It's all about understanding what an algorithm is and that set of instructions that's set up by each social media network. And once you start to understand that and you start to learn and you start to actually follow that algorithm, it'll start working in your favor. So if you're a digital creator and you're trying to get your game up, you're trying to get all your stuff out there, you're trying to get your likes up, you're trying to get your followers up, you're trying to get all that type of stuff up and running and going, man. First sit down and study what algorithm that you actually dealing with. Because like I say, each algorithm is different.
SizesNap.com, y'all. Find y'all family and friends. Sizes with no problem, y'all. Go to SizesNap.com, y'all. The holidays coming up. Women, men, make sure you register y'all kids' sizes. Make sure y'all register y'all pet sizes. Everybody's sizes, y'all. SizesNap.com, y'all.
So, yo, this is just part one, man. I ain't gonna burn y'all ears with all this information. But yo, I'm gonna give it to y'all in the raw, man. I'm the scientific CEO. Look, Chicago's very own. Look, the Killer Cam of the city. Man, keep up with me, man. Follow me, man. Like me, all that. Want to check all my different social media pages out, man. Check out my content, man. Keep on liking, man. Keep on watching my quick news too, man. Also, man, go and check out, man, my interview with Q50 with Lil 50's father, man. It's exclusive. I'm the first person to get an interview with him. So, man, I appreciate y'all listening to the Scientific CEO. Man, I'll be back with part 2 soon. That's my word.
Oh my God, I'm a god. Send some shorties to your heart. Since you're thinking that you're hard, how about I rip your paws with your ankles with your